please.
Please rise and remove your hats for the pre-match prayer and playing of the national anthem. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, as we gather tonight for this contest, we pray for the safety of these athletes. We ask your blessings on the officials and everyone from Liberty, or Olentangy Liberty, Newark High School, and Bishop Hartley High School communities. Thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be a part of this friendly competition. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you very much. Our first match tonight will be between Newark and Olentangy Liberty.
Welcome to Dick Geyer Gymnasium here at Bishop Hartley High School. Tonight we've got high school wrestling coming your way. There are three teams set to go at it tonight. Newark High School is here along with the Olentangy Liberty Patriots and the Bishop Hartley Hawks. Welcome to high school wrestling. I'm Bob McElligott alongside of Todd McClendon here tonight. And Todd, this is exciting. This is going to be good tonight to have all three of these teams here, and we'll have them wrestle against each other. And there's going to be some good battles here we're going to see tonight.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an exciting night. Some of these young guys, they look like they're really, really good athletes, and some of them been at it for a long time. So I'm excited to see what we have up with Newark and Liberty, and see where we go from here.
Yeah, Newark and Liberty are going to go head-to-head to start this, and then it will be Hartley against Liberty and Hartley versus Newark to round it out here tonight. That's the way that it will set up. So the Newark team and the Olentangy Liberty teams getting set and ready to go, and ready to start off the first bout of the evening here at 106 pounds. Just watching everybody check in at the scores table here, and now come out and get set and ready to go. Nick Harrell and Preston Parks. Harrell for Newark. Both here just grappling, trying to get into position and get those first points of this bout. In the opening 2 minutes, Parks trying to get around behind, and finally he's got the takedown. So he's got 2 points to get things started. Armbar now half Nelson as Parks is able to put it on him, trying to roll him over so that he can score some near fall points here. And now he's got him rolled over, and those points are being counted off. And now he's just going to end it right here with a pin. So good job by Preston Parks. Got into position, got that takedown, and then just quickly rolled it into a pinfall right there to give Liberty the early lead in this bout.
Really, really excellent work there. He showed a lot of strength really good technique, and seems to be doing this for a while. So he really handled this man in that first match. It was exciting to see. Very, very strong kid.
And we'll go with the second bout here. Mckay for Newark, again staying at 106 pounds. And we're going to get a quick takedown by Liberty. Getting near the edge of the circle right there. Staying within the bounds. Good job to just drag him back in. And Mckay was trying to turn that into a reversal. Couldn't quite roll it all the way through. Little fireman's carry here to try and roll him over. And again, wanting to get some near fall points. Mckay doing a nice job of preventing that from happening so far here. And the first period of this bout.
Preston Park seems to be a very tough customer over there. He's just not giving it away to him.
Again, just can't get him rolled over. You're right. There's a lot of fight going on there to prevent more points from being scored. It's just the 2 points on the takedown here so far. I was going to try to put him into a half Nelson, see if he can use that to get position to roll him over. And again, the half Nelson is locked in, but it slips free. Referee getting in there and looking closely to see if there should be any near fall points awarded. So far, the answer is no to that.
This is good defense.
Yeah, a lot of struggle. Now he gets
Way
up.
To get out of the escape.
Couldn't quite complete that escape. Well, they do stay just within the circle there. And it's now they will go outside and get the whistle, and they'll come back to the middle here. And did not quite complete that escape. They'll start from the referee's position here, trying to get up and get free. Again, just holding on to the leg.
Very aggressive move by Nick Harrell. Very aggressive. Just looking to push him out.
And again, they go out just as time expires in that first period. So they'll put 2 more minutes on the clock and come back out here once again. But you're right, this is a good bout. And when it looks like there's not a lot going on, there's a ton going on out there as these two guys are both fighting for position.
Definitely grappling each other, holding, pushing, grabbing, both showing a lot of technical skill, a lot of good defense by Olatunji Liberty.
Another takedown, and then he'll release him. So the 1 point on the escape. They're neutral right now. Still no takedown as Liberty's shooting for another takedown here. He's got the leg hooked, but hasn't quite pulled it in. Not far enough yet. Now this should, this doesn't get it done either because there's not the full control here. Now there is takedown and the release once again. So 1 point going to Newark. So the score is right now 6-2. 3 takedowns and 2 escapes. Both escapes were given to Newark. They're going to try to come back and get a takedown. And that's, again, Todd, as you said, good defense there, preventing that from happening. And yet another takedown. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just the aggressiveness by Newark. He is, Nick Harrell is really just putting it on Preston Parks right now. He's just really, really just overpowering him and just forcing his will upon him. He's looking to just take him down at every time, and if he can't, just get him to the mat and grapple with him. So I like the aggression from him.
Down to 43 seconds left here. 8-2 is the score. All of those 8 points put up on the board by takedowns. There have been no near fall points to this point. Now there are going to be some. So referee starts to count them off, and it should be. Looks like it's going to be 3 near fall points if there isn't a pinfall. And again, just trying to get the leverage, roll him over. 10 seconds remaining here, and there's the pin.
Excellent work. Excellent work. He's been working for it. He really deserved that pin. He's been working for it the whole match. He's been real aggressive, real strong, imposed himself and enforced his will and got the win. So Good for him.
So Olentangy Liberty coming out with a couple of victories here early on. And we'll get set for yet another bout here as they just continue to roll right through. Nicholas Federini going up against Strabeel Smith here, 113-pound weight class. Smith dropping down, doesn't shoot in. Federini doing a nice job of blocking him to this point. Smith trying to get around behind. He does, and he's got 2 points for the takedown. Federini trying to get back into a standing position, see if he can break the hold here. To this point, can't do it. Smith holding on, continuing to ride him here.
Smith looks very, really strong.
Yeah, strong, and you can see the quickness, especially the way he went in and he got that takedown. He used the quickness to do it. And well, he just started to lose his grip right there. Federini tried to take advantage of it, and they're going to be off the mat. But you saw that strength right there again, Todd.
Yes, sir. He's very quick. Federini has a lot on his hands. He needs to keep it tight and stay technical. He can still get the W, but he has to keep it tight and be technical. Smith is really, really strong and quick.
Well, they did award an escape point as they were going off the mat. So Smith is up 2-1 in this bout. Under a minute to go, and here goes Smith again. Seaver's trying to get into that position where he can spin around behind and get the takedown. Federini doing a nice job of blocking it to this point. Smith, strong legs, seeing how he extends his legs there to prevent Federini from being able to pull that in and hook him as they go off the mat again. And Federini comes over to the bench here.
It appears we got a little bit of blood. We're just going to clean it up and get back right to it.
That's exactly right. And that gives Jabril Smith a chance to come over and talk with his coaches here. There you see Federini getting that work done. Looks like a little bit of a scrape just above the right knee there. So they wrap that up, tape it up.
And here we go. Getting back to the action.
I'll get back to it in just a second here. I think there was a little drop of blood there on the mat. The referee wants that taken care of, obviously, before they get back to wrestling here.
Definitely.
Jabril Smith leading here, 2-1. 35 seconds remaining in the first period. This 113-pound bout. Smith again trying to shoot in. Federini blocked it initially. Smith again able to spin around behind. Gets the takedown, and he is going to release Federini. That'll make it 4-2 with Smith in the lead. Good job on the block there by Federini, preventing Smith from scoring another takedown here. They're close to the edge of the mat, and there is another takedown just as they do go off the mat.
Jabril Smith is a worker. He definitely is you can tell he's a worker. He takes pride in wrestling. You can tell he takes pride in his conditioning. Very talented kid.
See Nicholas Federini having some more issues with that knee. So they're going to take care of it again. They're going to tape him up a little bit better here. Again, he got scraped with a little bit of blood earlier on here in the match. And now they have him fixed up again. While that was going on, the Liberty coaching staff wanted to talk to the referee a little bit, and there was a discussion about, being on or going off the mat. Liberty up by a team score of 6-0 here. As Jabril Smith gets set. Federini trying to spin and get out of this and get himself an escape point. Smith stays right with him. Trying to take that arm out and get Federini back flat, face down on the mat, which he does. Trying to get the arm bar on here so that he can roll him over. Attempt at a half Nelson there. You see where Smith is trying a number of moves here. Tried to get a cradle on him, try to get a half Nelson on him. None of that works, so he just will release and award the escape point and go for another takedown here. And Todd, sometimes that's a good move. You can't pull in anything you're attempting. Just start over again, especially when he's already had 3 takedowns in this bout.
And you just don't want to waste the energy down there, grappling and moving around when a guy has really, really good defense. When you're dominating on your feet, you might as well just let him up and go back to doing what you're doing right there with another takedown by Smith.
Takedown and then the release for the escape, and now
back to
another takedown. And yeah, this is just back and forth here. The score is 10-4. Smith of Newark with the commanding lead in this one. And again, he's found what's worked for him, and that is scoring the takedown. And he puts another one on the board. 12-5. And Nicholas Federini just having his issues, having problems. He just hasn't been able to operate from a position of strength whatsoever in this bout.
Smith quickness has been a real problem for him. Just stifling him as in a standing position. Able to just score takedown after takedown.
Well, they ran out of time there. The 2 minutes was up, and for Federini, that was, kind of a saved by the bell situation there. He was on his back, was getting close to being pinned, but is able to stay out of that position. Started from the top position in the referee's position this time, and Todd, this is the most he's controlled in this entire match.
Operating from position of strength. Let's see if he can score his own points.
And Smith gets up and they come off the mat. Once again, Smith is down. Federini will settle in. Federini wrapping up the waist and trying to roll Smith over. He did. Nice job by Jabril Smith to roll through that. Federini wanted to get an arm bar. Was unable to get the position on that. And Smith, you can see him starting to drive the legs there as he wants to reverse the position here. And he finally comes out front for the escape. And he'll go for another takedown just as they go off the mat. So he did not score that takedown. They'll come back out and be neutral here.
Well, let's see if we see more of the same. Smith looking for the takedown. Let's see if Federini can do something to counter that or maybe get his own takedown. He has about a minute to go in the match, and he has to do some work.
Yeah, 13-5. You're right. Time is working against Nicholas Federini right here. And he's in that spot. He's down by 8 points, so he'd have to go in and score a pinfall. And again, it's Smith that's going to get the 2 points on the takedown. Now leading 15-5, make it 15-6 as he releases for the escape. Down to 30 seconds remaining here.
Smith's athleticism is just one of a kind, as you can see. He's just really just dominating, jumping around the mat, just able to get any position he wants to at any time. He's able to just find his footing and his sweet spots, and he's just working.
Yeah, really driving with the legs, and that's what's enabled him to just maintain control. And he's going to win this one as time expires here. 17-6 is the final in the 113-pound bout. And Jabril Smith dominating, getting his points on the takedown. And, where I give Nicholas Federini a lot of credit was, when he was down on the mat, there was a lot of fight there. He wasn't getting turned over. There were no near fall points. But what he just couldn't do is stay out of Smith's grasp. Smith, and you mentioned the quickness, he was able to use that for those takedowns. That's the difference in that bout.
Totally the difference in the bout. I thought Federini showed a lot of heart, just staying with it and just competing all the way to the end. Kudos and hats off to him.
So now we're wrestling at 120 pounds. Newark back in this one on a team score now, 6-4, and 2 points on the takedown for Ray Taylor of Newark. Taylor wrestling against Owen Jurigoy. And Taylor trying to get him turned over on his back. Couldn't do it initially. Now he does. And he's close to scoring a pinfall. He's got some near fall points coming right here. And there is the pinfall. And it comes only 37 seconds into the bout. So Ray Taylor wasted no time there. He went right to work, and that work was quick.
Extremely quick. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He found out where he needed to go and went straight to it. He got him on the takedown and just never let up on him.
No, never let up whatsoever. So, again, very quick work was done there. And we move to 126 pounds. Eli Justice for Newark and John Crow for Olentangy Liberty. Each one just looking for that first opening to try to get the first takedown here.
Both of them are very, very technical. You can see that they've both been wrestling for quite some time. And I think this is maybe what have we seen the most maybe competitive match thus far from the opening 40 seconds. These guys both look like they are, 2-point takedown for Olentangy Liberty. Newark.
Yeah, Eli Justice. Yeah, that really good work there. And now he'll release for the escape. I don't know if the next takedown is going to be, the first one wasn't easy. I don't know if the second one will be easy either here. Talked about the technical aspect of it right here. And when Eli Justice got that first takedown, it was simply just waiting for the opening right there. They get locked up, and now you see they release, and they want to size it up again. Each one looking for the other to create a mistake and an opening with that mistake so that they can take advantage of it. 2-1 the score in this individual bout, down to 20 seconds remaining in the first period of it.
Very evenly matched at 126 right now. Both of them showing really, really good skill, very good defense. Now not allowing either one an inch.
Justice with a quick move, but not quick enough. They run out of time. John Crow, the defensive position. Crossface move there by Eli Justice. And holding on with that. Well, what we're seeing even from this position, Todd, is exactly what we saw when they were in the neutral position. It's, two guys working hard, and it's not really going anywhere at this point.
Either one's way. Very, 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 very high skill.
Eli Justice able to catch him. And a cradle hold, but then the crowd continues to
fight.
Yeah, big time fight.
Big time fighting. Crowd showing a lot of heart here.
Near fall points being awarded. And again, Justice just trying to get that position, continuing to try to drive with the legs and get those shoulder blades on the mat. And he's very close to having that done. See him laying the full weight of his body right there and can't get it done. He keeps looking at that referee. He's waiting for him to pound the mat for the pinfall here, and it's just not coming. That's a lot of great fight.
A lot of great fight. I mean, showing tremendous heart, gutting it out down there. Eli Justice clearly in major control right now, and John Crowell's just fighting. Oh,
There it is, finally. And, Todd, you get into that position and you just get worn down. I mean, you're fighting for everything that you've got there, but after a while, I mean, you just, if you can't get out of it or if you can't get better leverage, you're just going to tire, and that's what happened there.
and Eli Justice just showed tremendous drive with the legs and just fight to get the win. I mean, he was all over it from the beginning. He's really technical. Picks his shots, didn't waste a lot of energy. Shows drive and strength, both lower and upper body. Um, really good match from Eli Justice.
So we move on to 132 pounds. Abanoff, Uthra Parabath for Olentangy Liberty. Right now, down on the mat, looking to stay alive here. Trying to stay out of a half Nelson at this point. And again, another just good battle going on here. Two guys battle for position and just trying to drag him back onto the mat here. Rice Farrell able to roll him over and get the pin. Or no. Yes, yeah, I was going to say, no, he did get it, yep, and he did it 37 seconds in. So the team score now is 22-12. Newark on top. Liberty came out, and they won the first couple of matches here.
And then Liberty hasn't let up, and Newark hasn't let up since.
No, they have not. We've moved to 145 pounds. Nico Leary is out there for Olentangy Liberty. Calvin United for Newark. And these two square off and ready to get things started. Leary looking for the opening. It was almost United that found it. Continue to size each other up, and Leary trying to shoot in for the single leg. Instead gets caught in it. Stays in position where he didn't get the takedown. I'll tell you what, there was some good moves and counter moves right there.
Very good counter move.
Leary faking the drop down. United just locks up with him here. Let's get close to the edge of the mat. See if Leary starts to drive back in. He does. Again, wants to shoot in for the single leg. Got blocked on that. And now it's United that's going to try to do that himself. Starting to work his way around, but he just cannot get the proper position to get the takedown here. Good fight going on by both of these guys. Under a minute to go here in the first period of this bout at 145 pounds.
Both to the ground, grappling for position. Oh,
yep.
Ref breaks. I'm going to let them up.
Yeah, I'm going to call stalemate here and put them back in the middle of the mat. Still neutral. No points awarded in this bout to this point. United trying to, he was, I think he was kind of selling a fake there that he was going to kind of try to come around, wait for the first move by Leary.
Both of these guys seem to be really, really skilled. They seem to have very good roots in the sport. They have been going for a while, so it's really technical. No points scored at all in the first, and I think that's the first we've seen all night. So these guys are definitely evenly matched. Uh, both worthy opponents for one another. I'm interested to see who gets the win.
So they run out of time in that first period.
United with the advantage. Let's see if he can score here, get a near fall, or see if Leary can get some escape points. Both
Leary.
grappling for position. Leary's still fighting. United seems to have the advantage still.
Yeah, a lot of fight out there. These guys have both come to compete in this bout.
Oh, man, you're talking about two guys who want to win. We're 40 seconds in, and there still haven't been a point scored.
Oh, now all of a sudden
Oh,
gets rolled over there. Leary does. Near fall points will be awarded. Newark wants more. They want the pinfall here, and they've got it.
And they got it. United wanted it all, and he got it all.
So 6 more points on the board for Newark, and they're up 28-12 now. Now they lost the first 2 bouts. And here you see this pinfall once again. It's just about the perseverance, and once you lay that full body weight across the top of the body of your opponent there and drive into it, that's how you get the job done. So we'll move on to 152 pounds here. Gabriel Pence for Liberty. Trevor Carroll for Newark. You can see where Pence has the advantage, the height advantage. He's more lanky here. I guess we'll see if it's an advantage when it's all said and done, right, Todd?
Right. Oh.
Shooting. Try for the double leg, didn't get it. And now a nice job here by Pence to turn it around. And can he complete the takedown? No. He's going to be shrugged through. Still no takedown in this. Pence then fully extending those legs backwards, make sure that they couldn't pull him in. Pretty good work by both guys right there. They both had opportunities to score points.
And good defense by both guys.
That's right. They both came up empty there. So they continue to look it over and size it up now.
Pence goes for the shoot.
Got that single leg, lifting it high in the air. He wants to get him away from the edge of the bat. He trips him down, but again, Pence can't get around behind. So that was that was another good defensive move here. And now Pence, he started in the better position, but he's in a dangerous position right now if he loses his leverage, because he could very quickly be turned over here. And he knows it. And that's why he's hanging on the way he is. Down to 13 seconds left here in the first period. Pence you can see, Todd, where he's so close and he feels like he's on the verge of getting the takedown, but just can't quite complete it as we run out of time.
Carl had a nice hold of that leg in a defensive position. Was able to just not allow himself to get loose and allow Pence to get him in that takedown position.
Pence will move into the offensive position here. Now caution. Wasn't quite set up right. So a reset and off the whistle. Good job to hold on there. Trevor Carroll with some quickness trying to spin out of that hold and couldn't quite do it. And now Carroll doesn't want to get rolled over, but he can also drive into Pence and get him down for some near fall points too. So what we've seen throughout this entire bout, both guys battling and coming close, but not coming up with much. But there were 2 near fall points that'll be put up there. And that is for Pence of Olentangy Liberty. Trying to roll him over again and see if he can pick up some more points here.
Pence is working hard. Trevor Carroll is in a real bad way right now. He's been on that map for the last 50 seconds, and I know it gets hard to breathe and it gets real tired down there, and he seems to be draining a little bit. So let's see if Pence can continue the trend with whoever has the advantage gets the pin.
Yeah, and Pence finally does get him rolled over, and he gets the pinfall.
And we continue the trend once again. That second you get the advantage, it just seems like guys have not been able to work their way up out of there tonight.
So Liberty comes up with a pin and 6 points.
And they stopped the slide.
Yeah, and I think what you said was, quite true there, where he was down and he was being, smothered throughout a lot of that. And then you saw it right on that last move that Pence made. He just didn't have the strength to push out of that. Tried to arch the back and get out of it as best he could. There was just nothing left. So now we're at 160 pounds. Jack Freetog for Olentangy Liberty and Jared Sherrod for Newark going at it here. Liberty leading on the team scoreboard 28-18. Or sorry, Newark's leading on the team scoreboard. Liberty just got the last points. And Freetog trying to get in for a takedown. Didn't complete it initially, stays with it. And he couldn't continue to circle and pull it in. And now he's just trying to prevent a takedown the other way. Freetog with his leg in the air, maintaining his balance, and Sherrod trying to trip him down and get the takedown, which he does. Finally completes it. Can he roll him over for near fall points? That's what he's attempting to do right now. .40 seconds left in this first period. Close to the edge of the mat here as they go with the arm bar.
Sherrod has been the aggressor the whole match, the whole round. Seems to be the stronger of the two. He seems to be able to impose his will as he wants.
I agree with you to an extent here. The only thing you can do is get him rolled over. And I think he'll run out of time before that happens. That's exactly the case. His time is up.
Freetog showed a lot of heart there and a lot of strength just to stay with it. Tough guy. Let's see what he can do with the advantage. The trend has been throughout the night is the guy with the advantage gets the pin. Let's see if Freetog can continue it.
Well, he's looking to get that. Looking to get some kind of position here.
Sherrod looks strong on D.
Yeah, he's trying to see if he can break this and get an escape or maybe a quick reversal even. For the moment, that's not in the cards. Now, Sherrod, he's just kind of biding his time here.
Yeah, it seems not like he's not putting in much effort, but nice reversal and nice reversal.
Yep, and that's exactly why he was biding his time. He was getting into position to be able to pull off that move. And he leads 4-0.
It appeared that he kind of just lulled Freetog to sleep and then flipped him around. It was real interesting because it didn't seem like he was doing much. And then I think maybe Freetog overextended himself for just a tad bit.
Freetog trying to turn it around now and catch him, which he does. He gets a reversal in near fall points, and he's driving for more. Well, 3 near fall points will go on the board. That'll put Freetog up 5-4. So we've seen a couple of reversals here in the last few minutes by each guy that has turned into quick points. Down to 5 seconds left. Freetog's trying to hold on and not give up the escape before time expires, but time does run out. And there was no escape. So it's still 5-4.
Freetog, when you thought he was down, came back with a reversal and a 3-point pin.
So here we go into the final period of this bout. And Freetog,
whoa,
able to catch him. Couldn't roll him over and hold him long enough to get near fall points. And we're going to get 1 point for an escape here. 6-4 is the score in this bout. Just about a minute and a half left in it. Well, who's going to get the advantage in this one, and who's going to be able to ride this one out? Good job by Freetog to quickly move out of the way to prevent the takedown. Now he is going to score a takedown. Goes up 8-4. Now Sherrod getting into a position where he's almost got to get this reversed and roll him over. Easier said than done with a minute left. They're near the edge of the mat. And Freetog trying to roll Sherrod over. He's able to roll through it initially, then gets caught. He's caught in a headlock here and then trying to roll him over. And just cannot complete it thus far. And there it is.
Freetog.
That was a good bout.
That was really good. Freetog showing a little flash at the end, too.
Yeah, he kind of turned that around. And there were times in that bout where it looked like he was the one that was in trouble. And when it was all said and done, he was the one that came up with a win. And he brings Liberty right back into this now. They trail 28-24. And we'll move on to 170 pounds. Jason Lane against Lakeland Moore. Lane for Liberty. Again, two guys that are just trying to figure each other out right from the start here. And Lane trying to hold on to a leg, couldn't quite do it. They continue to just see lean into one another here. And again, it comes down to each one of these guys is looking for the other guy to make just a little bit of a mistake so they can take full advantage of it.
No one seems to have the advantage just yet. It's been a really, really tough minute, it seems like, for this first minute. Both of these guys are really fighting really hard and expending a lot of energy. Let's see who can take advantage of it.
Yeah, and then there was that mistake that was made. And Moore from Newark takes full advantage. Gets around there and gets the takedown. Moore trying to hold on to it. And he gets rolled over, but he's able to stay off the mat and maintain his position and his control here. 15 seconds remains in this first period.
Oh, takedown and a reversal. Liberty back into it.
So Lane with a reversal ties it at 2, and time runs out in the first period.
Excellent first period. Two very, very evenly matched fighters here, wrestlers. Both very, very strong. going to really, believe the last three have come down to condition. I believe this also will just come down to conditioning. And let's see about this advantage. We bucked the trend last time, but let's see if we can stay with it again. Um, he was out of it quickly with an escape.
So they are neutral right now. The lockup once again. And who's going to make the first move here to attempt a takedown?
Both of them seem to be just still in the breath or two, waiting for the other to just make a mistake.
Yeah, and those mistakes aren't coming so far, and that's just the way it was in the first period.
Lane showing some aggression here. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Well, and there was the mistake. Yeah, Lane tried to drop down and go with the move, and Moore just stayed with it.
And Moore got the takedown for it.
He's up 4-3.
Just a little too fancy.
Trying to come back now.
Lane is just going back to what he knows.
Yeah, what he knows is how to get a reversal. Takes the lead 5-4. And they go off the mat. .37 seconds remaining here in the second period.
Lane with the advantage over Moore.
And Moore trying to quickly.
Moore.
Good job to sit out, spin it around, and get himself a reversal.
That was kind of lackadaisical by Lane, I thought there. Moore just as soon as the whistle, had the hustle and was right on top of it, able just to get out of there easily.
12 seconds remaining in the period. And there's an escape, and so we're now tied at 6. And this one's going to go to the third period of this bout with a dead even score, 6 points apiece. No surprise when you watch the way these two are going at it. Lakeland Moore, the down position. Jason Lane trying to maintain his control. Moore wanted to try to roll him through. Tries it another time and then is able to escape here. So they're neutral once again. Moore with a nice escape. Now he's going for the takedown, and he's got it. And he's got Lane on his back, and he pins him.
What a move. What a move by Lakeland Moore. I mean, what a takedown. What a pin. What a move. He kind of lulled Lane to sleep and just hip tossed him.
Yeah, he basically did, yeah. Talk about finally getting in the right position to finish off a move that you were looking to do. That's exactly what he did. So 34-24. Newark has the lead. We go to 182 pounds. Peyton Sherrod against Braden Quillen. Quillen didn't find an opening there. Well, neither one of these guys able to find an opening early on in this bout.
Very technical, very defensive struggle right now. Brandon Quillen seems to try something. Nothing's happening.
Nothing at all. Quillen trying to bring him back in.
Both just jockeying for position right now. Let's see who's willing to take a chance first to make something happen.
Now Sherrod not getting good position, and these two pretty much making moves to counter what the other guy's doing. Oh, Quillen, can he complete the takedown over on the edge of the mat? Yes, he does. That's good work. You're there. You know the line's right underneath you. And he was able to get him back inside that circle and get the points on the takedown just before the first period comes to an end here. So Braden Quillen is leading 2-0. That was a good sense of awareness, Todd. You got to know, when you're on the mat, where are you on the mat? You're in front of that Newark bench, so you know it's getting close. And right when you're on the verge of that takedown and those points, you got to make sure your feet are in the right spot.
Good positioning. Just a heads-up move, just to be great awareness on his part, and just to stay with it. Because you just never know when you're that close. The ref could call it in or out. It's really a discrepancy call, so just way to stay with it and make sure you seal the deal.
Quillen picks up a third point as he gets an escape. Now he's trying to shoot back in for a takedown. And he finally completes it. So he's up 5-0 here.
And when it comes to Quillen, he just looks just a lot more technically sound than Peyton Sherrod at this point. Sherrod looks to just try to be overpowering him, and Quillen is just sliding and moving and able to just use every advantage he has technically.
Continuing to use those advantages. Quillen able to spin around behind. Can he complete the takedown? Yes, he does. Goes up 7-1. And an escape point.
Kind of almost what we seen earlier. Quillen is understanding his advantages now. He's able to dominate from the standing position and take down. So he's just the last 4 points have just been takedowns and allowed releases.
Score 7-2. 25 seconds left here in the second period. Quillen looking for that advantage to try to shrug him through. Gets in there. He's got a single leg. Comes around behind. And again, another takedown. It's his fourth one of this bout.
Quillen understands his advantage now. He has found where he can dominate the match from, and he's just able to dominate it. And I'm sure if it wasn't the end of the round, he probably would have let him up to just try to force another grapple and takedown again, because he seems to be dominating from that position.
Peyton Sherrod will take the defensive position here. Tries to stand up. Immediately wrestled back down to the mat. And Quillen tried to roll him over, and they rolled through. Try it again, and Quillen's got to make sure that he doesn't get caught here.
Another 2-point takedown for Quillen. Absolutely dominating right now. He's playing with fire, though.
Yeah, trying to roll Sherrod over, and now Quillen gets in a better position here. 2 more points, near fall points. And that makes it 13-2. Quillen stands up and just lets him go. So he'll look to score another takedown here with under a minute to go in the third period. Under a minute remaining.
I'm sure Peyton Sherrod knows he's down in this match and he needs to make something happen. He has about 40 seconds, and doesn't seem to be that aggressive, or is it just that Quillen is really, really technically sound? It's great defensive.
Yep.
It's great defense.
And he knows he has him where he wants him right now. He's up 13-3, and he's just got to, well, really at this point, he's just got to stay off his back. Sherrod went for the arm bar, had it for a second. Now Quillen gets out of that. 14 seconds left. Quinlan trying to drive with the legs, but he's going to win this one by points. 13-3.
Tough match, tough match. Quillen showed superior skill there. They both were very, very strong. Had a lot of power, but at the end of the day, Quillen just had more technical skill.
Quillen has Liberty back in it, down by 6. Well, pinfall could be the difference here. Luke Rydell for Liberty right now at 195 pounds against Hunter Vogel. And Vogel shoots in. Couldn't bring in the single leg. Rydell's got the takedown. Cross body ride here, and would like to turn him over. Hasn't been able to do that. Just continuing to control with a minute 10 remaining in the period.
And Rydell's been in complete control since the beginning. Fully aggressive, scored a takedown, has not let up since. And he's just been driving with the legs, driving with the legs. Really just forcing the issue on Hunter Vogel.
And Vogel doing a nice job to roll back over and get to his hands and knees. Vogel trying to stay off his back, doesn't want to give up any near fall points here, but they are being counted off right now. There have been 2 scored, and they will be put on the board right now. Makes it 4-0. Down to 8 seconds left. And this one is 4-0 after the first period.
Luke Rydell, very, very aggressive. From the beginning, he came out, scored the takedown, was able to score a late takedown at the end of that first, put him up 4-0. Let's see if Hunter Vogel can swing this bout in the second.
And he could cut the lead in half if he can get a reversal here. Tried to sit out, didn't work. Try to get into a decent position again. There are going to be some more near fall points, and there they go on the board. So it's now 6-0 here.
Rydell still aggressive, still in a dominating position. It's a lot of what we've seen from the first match, from the first round continuing. Normally when we've seen a trend like this tonight, Hunter Vogel, people that have been down, they just have been expending a lot of energy and just have not been able to really just fight themselves off the mat. We'll see if Vogel is able to continue. He's wasting a lot of energy, and the air is really thin down on the bottom of that mat. Let's see if Rydell can go ahead and complete this pin.
He still continues to work on it, and working hard to try to get it. 38 seconds left. Rydell trying to get into that position to get him rolled over there. And he just can't find that. Give Vogel a lot of credit for continuing to counter every move. Rydell using a half Nelson now. He's going to drive into him and get him turned over. Referee counting off near fall points. And it's going to be more than that with 12 seconds left. He gets the pin.
And it's almost like what we've seen all night. If a guy is fighting and he's down on that mat, the air is very, very thin down there. And if you're down there longer than 40 seconds, it's real tough to get up off the mat from that.
Yeah, and here's a great example of it right here. Yeah, just couldn't get up. Was trying to, arch the back, keep the shoulder blades off the mat, whatever he could do, and he just could not do enough. So we'll move on to 220 pounds. It's now a tied match. Each team has 34 points. See which team is going to be able to take the lead at the end of this bout. We're getting down to the end here. This is 220, then there's 285. Now he take down. Awarded the Liberty. Good work here. And Preston Flynn catches his man in a roll through and uses that maneuver to pin him. Pretty nice work there by Preston Flynn. And watch how quickly he turns all of this around. Great roll through, and he catches him, and that's the end of it.
Beautiful, beautiful technique. He made it actually look easy. That might be the first guy that made it look easy all night.
Yeah, that's a good point. He did make it look pretty easy. Jared Hawk for Newark. Charles Cole. (40-34). Liberty has come back to take the team lead here. Well, these guys just giving the, just pushing here. Sam DeBoard is doing the wrestling here at 285, so he's wrestling up a weight class. Liberty needs to win one more individual bout here to go ahead and win the team match. The board's got him near the edge of the match, or near the edge of the mat, and they come back on. Either one could shrug through and get a takedown here. The board continuing to look for that leverage and that opportunity.
I'll tell you, when it comes to the big boys, we're just really waiting for one spectacular takedown, one spectacular move. I really enjoy watching the little guys. There's a lot of action, a lot of quickness, a lot of speed, a lot of technicality involved. Watching the big guys move around.
Stalling warning. No surprise. Yeah, that's a great point that you make, too, though. You get to these big guys, and they come in, and it's kind of power against power, and then if one guy makes a mistake, the other guy usually quickly capitalizes on that mistake, and it can be over real quickly, right?
Really, really, really quick. So,
but you're right. When you get down to those lower weight classes, the smaller guys, they are shifty, and they battle, and it's their speed and their strength that makes a difference. These guys, it's pretty much the strength. The speed's out.
yeah, no speed at all. So, even the coach is getting on him. Say, at least try something. And you go push him, pull him, grab him.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's pretty much the conversation over there. Going to the second period. The board will operate from the offensive position here. Trying to sit out, and here's an escape. That makes it 1-0. Now can he get a takedown? The board was able to block that. They're still neutral. It looks like that pep talk did some good. And I'll take down. That'll make it 3 or 4-0.
Coach must have lit a fire.
Yeah, sure did. Near the edge of the mat. Can he pull him back on? Is the question. The answer is not so far. And they continue to operate right near the edge of the mat. Can't get things completed here so far. 48 seconds left. And finally they're off the mat. Well, there was a lot of quick activity there, and then it went back to just two big guys battling for position and not finding any.
I mean, a 4-0 lead is pretty safe out here.
Well, the board's going to try to cut into that here if he can get an escape or a reversal. But he can't. Good job to trip the left arm out. How can I turn him over? Yeah, the board. He gets caught. There's near fall points coming at the very least. And it gets to the worst case scenario. There's a pin. Newark comes up with a huge pin there.
Much needed pin.
Absolutely. 40-40 is the team score. So they get through the varsity. And the way they're going to work this, they had the varsity matches, and we've got some JV matches. So while they get this wrapped up and settled in, Olentangy Liberty and Newark both finishing with 40 points in the team competition, head-to-head between the two. And we're going to step aside from the Dick Geyer Gymnasium here at Bishop Hartley. This is high school wrestling on Score on Air.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
sportsmanship, teamwork,
Teamwork.
how to work hard,
How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
how to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play.
And along the way, I'm learning to put the team before myself.
To put the team before myself. How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community. I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. And Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
sportsmanship, teamwork,
Teamwork.
how to work hard.
How to work hard. I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
sportsmanship, teamwork,
Teamwork.
how to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
Hustle.
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play.
And along the way, I'm learning to put the team before myself.
To put the team before myself. How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning to set a good example.
How to work hard.
To accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community. I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. you'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Back here at Bishop Hartley, just finished the matchup between Newark and Olentangy Liberty. They went through their varsity wrestlers and then got a couple of JV matches in. When they were finished with that, Bob McElligott back here with Todd McClendon. And Todd, that was a great matchup between those two schools because it was, Liberty got the early lead. Newark then took a big team lead. And when it was all said and done, Liberty wins the final two. And they get pins in those last two bouts, and they end up tying at 40 apiece. So we talked about how many of the matches were the bouts were evenly matched. Well, the whole match was even when it was all said and done, but it was pretty fun to watch.
Both teams definitely evenly matched. Both very, very high skilled teams. You can tell they work hard. Both were very, very well conditioned. And as you can see, a lot of these bouts, guys weren't even willing to give an inch. Some were 1 to 2 matches, 1 to 2-point bouts, and I really enjoy seeing these young kids compete and go after it today. A lot of toughness, a lot of heart we seen out here on the mat. Some guys were outskilled and still managed to get the win. So really, really, really good, competitive, highly skilled, high-level wrestling tonight.
Well, now for Newark, they are going to have to wait for the next head-to-head matchup because you've got Bishop Hartley, who is the host here tonight, and Hartley is going to come out and go head-to-head with Liberty. Newark will wait until that's over, and then they will wrestle against Bishop Hartley. So Hartley and Liberty both kind of get the better deal here, if you will, because they get to go right away. They go from one into the other one where Newark's got to take a time out here. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I guess we won't find out until they wrestle Hartley.
Yep, it definitely. It just really depends on what type of player you are. Some guys like to break. Me, myself, I was never a break guy. I would just like to continuously go at it. So we'll see how some guys develop. I know for me, it used to cause some tightness, and you just got to stay loose here in this and try to stay loose in these times of that we live in. Find a way to keep it stretched out and keep the blood flowing.
You and I were having a conversation before we ever started tonight, and I was talking about how when I first got started in this business, I did high school wrestling. It was the first thing that I did on a regular basis, and what I liked the most about it was kind of the family atmosphere of it. You know, how everybody, whether it was the wrestlers or the parents or the coaches or the principals and teachers that were around, like everybody was invested in what was going on. And I bring that up right now because, as you see, the Bishop Hartley Hawks have brought some of the youngsters who are the future of this program that are here tonight. So, these young guys, they're working hard. They're waiting to get to this level, but this is the future of wrestling. And for me, this is really fun to see because it goes to that whole family thing that you and I talked about earlier.
Definitely, and it's just certainly just to see that Big Brother program from the older guys down to the young guys, and just to see them knowing that they want to be in this position, and hopefully, they're taking the right steps and going in the right direction. So this is just a beautiful thing to see that how they just really acknowledge the young guys. 'Cause I know when I was a little tyke, I would have just loved to been at the high school and they're calling my name walking across the gym. Imagine how you feel when you're 7 or 8 and the high schoolers are, giving you respect and telling you that you're working hard. So kudos to these young guys, and hats off to the coaching staff and the people that put it together in the background that really had a big part in this, because it just really show how deeply rooted this Bishop Hartley family is.
Yeah, absolutely, and it is that. And I can tell you from being over here and having a son that went through the 4 years here and graduated here, it is a real. The whole thing is a family type of situation. And for instance, when he played baseball and he came in as a freshman, they paired them up with a senior, and it was that same thing. It was, hey, how can I guide you? How can I help you? And they really. The coach that was here really did a good job of trying to match up guys that were similar, whether they played the same position or whether they had similar traits or whatever. So this, to me, as I sit here and watch this, it's not much of a surprise. And when you're, when you're a school like this and you're looking to have these young guys come up and go to high school here, it's not I don't want to say recruiting, it's not that, but you want to make them feel like they're a part of the family from a very young age here, right?
Correct. So if you start going here in the second, third grade, and you just want to be a part of this whole atmosphere and everything that they bring to your senior year, and they would love to keep you. And could you just imagine? I personally would just have loved to been able to go to a school from kindergarten to the 12th grade. Are you serious? That would have just been one of the most amazing feelings. But some of us, we just go to different elementaries, then a different junior high, then a different high school to be brought up under one banner. It's just unheard of, like a guy playing his whole career at one place.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's something you don't hear about much anymore, right? No doubt. So these youngsters coming out here, and as Todd just said, being acknowledged tonight, and it's going to be a thrill. I mean, they're all going to wear that Bishop Hartley Wrestling T-shirt home, and they're going to. Some of these kids, they're going to wear that thing even when they've grown out of it. They're still going to wear it until it's too small for them.
Cut the sleeves off. It's a workout shirt.
That's right. That's absolutely right. So they are recognized here tonight, and now you see the young guys going off, and they're about to watch the high schoolers come out here and perform tonight. Another thing about Bishop Hartley, the football program is always very good here, and I think the wrestling program, it can go under the radar because that's just the way this sport is. But they have been very good, very successful with the wrestling program here, especially in the last couple of years. And there you see why. Those number of kids that just came out that are going to be feeding into this program, I guess it shouldn't be much of a surprise.
Right. And definitely not. When you have that type of influence and you are bringing them up from that young, teaching them the right ways and the right technique, and not also just in sports, but being good young men and being good men in the community, that goes a long way with sportsmanship and just showing dedication and just showing the ability to be committed to things. You know what I mean? And those roots and those things that are embedded in you at a young age, you can never replace, and those are irreplaceable traits that I believe that these coaches and that Bishop Hartley brings to these young kids.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit too about this sport in general, just the way it is, because this is an individual sport, is a team sport at the same time. And the different sports are like that. If you're playing high school golf, yeah, it's your score that's going to contribute to the team score. But in this way, in this sport, we were just talking about that previous match, how it ended up in a tie between Liberty and Newark. But it's all those individual performances. So I think it's very easy to philosophically look at the sport and say, listen, this is what life's about too, right? It's your individual battles that contribute to the success of your family or your team or the people that you're around. How the group is going to perform is based upon how you're going to perform individually.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And I can imagine just the same mentality as you spoke of the Bishop Hartley football team is embedded into the Bishop Hartley wrestling team, and that is that you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the guy to your right and the guy to your left. And I think instilling that type of mentality is always playing for the team, being your very best, but your very best is a contribution to the team. So definitely, I just think that this sport is a true reflection of life. Your individual, how much work you put in, how much time you put in, how much effort you put in, will reflect in your individual performance, and that will reflect in the team's performance as a whole. So.
Absolutely, and that team, that Bishop Hartley Hawks team, is making their way out right now and getting set to go head-to-head against Olentangy Liberty, and we'll see what the Hawks are made of here.
You can definitely tell they're the home team. They came out with a little bit of swag, a little bit of swagger out here. They seem to have a little confidence going, so let's see if they can back it up.
And they've got a scouting report. I mean, they just sat here and they watched their competition go at it here in Liberty in that very first match that went on. So they know what they're in for right now.
Let's see if some guys took some notes, and I know they're ready to have some fun. Just the nerves, the anxiousness of it all. I know it's just I know the feeling. It's just an amazing feeling. It's the best time of these guys' lives right now.
Yeah, but you know that. They don't know it yet.
No, not yet.
That's the difference. They'll figure it out someday like you and I, right?
Right.
They'll look back and say, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on then, but that was pretty good. So just moments away from going here. There you take a look at Liberty getting set for this. And ready to go at it for another bout here this evening. And Newark waiting in the wings for Hartley, and over at the scores table they go ahead and set up the matchups here, and see them filling out the card as both coaches are going to, they're reporting in who they're going to have wrestling at each weight class right now. Kevin Petrella, the head coach here at Bishop Hartley, and again, a well-run program. It's been a well-run program for years. And he's standing there. You see him on the right side with a red mask on, leaning over the table and going over that card as his wrestlers are there getting ready to go. And, because the COVID situation here, they got these chairs set up like this, Todd, where they have it staggered. I mean, normally you've got all those guys right up there on the edge of the mat. They're right into every individual bout that's going on, but it's got to be a little bit spread out, a little bit more spread out these days.
Yeah, and I just and just to speak of COVID, I just feel so bad for the high schoolers. I mean, just to not truly be able to enjoy these years, these blessed years that you have, it's really sad. It's just a testament to some of these kids' hearts to still come out here and compete and want to play, and knowing that not many are going to be in the stands, and not a lot of people will see you, but just the pure love of a sport is what we're seeing right here. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and for this sport, I would imagine that there was a lot of question as to, are we going to get to do this or not?
Exactly.
Right? I mean, you look at, there's no more close contact than what you've got going on right here. So, that was a big question, and I'm sure these guys are thrilled that they're getting this opportunity, and especially the seniors. It's, it's always hardest on the upperclassmen, and, there were a bunch of athletes that lost their spring sports last year, and, as you said, you got to make adjustments, but here they are.
And they're resilient kids. They adjust. We adjust. So they're just rolling with the punches. And I know a lot of them feel blessed because a lot of seniors last year didn't get a chance to wrestle, didn't get the opportunity to get on the mat. So the fact that even though it's not what you're used to or what you want it to be, that you can still be out here. I know they're ready, and I know Bishop Hartley is really ready because they've watched Newark and Liberty go at it, so they're definitely been chomping at the bit.
Well, they're ready, but not quite all the way ready. So we'll take a break and we'll come back and we'll get this one started. Bishop Hartley going up against Olentangy Liberty. This is high school wrestling on Score on Air.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
Back here at Bishop Hartley getting set. The Hawks will take on the Patriots of Olentangy Liberty here. Got everything sorted out over at the scores table, and the wrestlers are now just making their final preparations and getting ready to go. And we'll get this one underway starting at 113 pounds. Hartley with a little bit of a shorter roster here than Liberty. We'll get the captains come out and have the conversation with the referee. And after this conversation, we'll get things underway here. And once again, we'll start at 113 pounds. Cooper Rathburn will be the first wrestler for Bishop Hartley. And Nicholas Federini will go for Liberty. Federini lost in his first bout against Jabril Smith of Newark. So these two have checked in, ready to go.
Federini looking to bounce back from his early loss to Jabril Smith. Let's see if he has anything for Cooper Rathburn.
Apparently there's a lot of paperwork to do here with the referee back over at the table. It's like you need to hire somebody to do the paperwork so you can just get to your job. Now he's ready to come back. Oh.
Protocols. There's always
right.
protocols.
Finally. He's sure ready to square up and get things going here. And here they go. Both these guys, lanky guys. Rathburn very quickly going to get in there and complete the 2 points on the takedown. He is wasting zero time. Now he's just going to release for the escape and try to pull in another single leg takedown. Federini, a nice job to block that.
You think Rathburn scouted Federini at all?
Yeah, I think so. He's
allowing him up and going straight for the takedown.
And he will complete that and go up 4-1. And they'll release him once again. It's funny the strategy here at times, right?
Yeah.
But if you have something that's good, like if you know that you can get that takedown, if you know that that's your what's working for you, you can give up that 1 point and just keep picking up 2. And he does it again.
And this is the, I believe this is the same strategy Jabril Smith applied against Federini earlier. Just dominating him on the takedown and just allowing him up. So Rathburn, really, really, really good job of scouting and knowing your opponent. Just excellent.
Now this time he's going to try to turn him over. And he's looking for near fall points. Federini blocking that. He just needs to kind of straighten out that left arm. Can't quite get him rolled over here. Potentially dangerous situation. We'll bring a whistle. Federini in the defensive position. 18 seconds left here. First period of this bout. Federini just trying to pull out here and get a reversal, but Rathburn just not allowing that to happen. And this first period is going to come to an end, and they'll come back to the center of the mat. Regroup here.
Good first round for Rathburn. Federini doing a good job just trying to stay in it.
Well, they choose a neutral position, which means that Rathburn chose that because he wants to go for a takedown, and he just missed on the quick sweep of the leg. It's pretty much a no-brainer, right, Todd?
A no-brainer.
You picked up 6 points on takedowns. How about 8? There's 2 more.
I don't even want to waste time going to the ground.
That's right. There's no need. I just get my takedown and rack up my points here.
2-for-1 special. Take him down, let him up.
But again, he's going to try to, he wants to get him in the position where he can try to get some near fall points or close to the edge of the mat.
It appears at this point Rathburn is really dominating, so it seems that maybe he's just kind of working on things right now. You almost get yourself into trouble trying to do too much.
Yeah, well, good crossface. And this may get him in that position. He's getting close to where he wants to be for the near fall points. Referee taking a look. And he doesn't have that shoulder blade down far enough yet to get those points. So, again, he's getting close, but the way Rathburn's trying to roll him over, it's his own body's getting in the way here, Todd. That's why he shifted to the other side.
Federini's still a tough kid, and he's showing some pretty. He has some very, very good ground defense. He is not a tough customer on that. He's a tough customer on that ground, not an easy win.
Yeah, you're right. He's doing a nice job of controlling his upper body right now and making sure that he's not turned over. 17 seconds left. Second period here.
You know, I just think Rathburn's making it a lot harder on himself than he has to.
Yeah, see, there you can see once again the position of Rathburn's body. It's hard to turn Federini over to get the near fall points. as the period comes to an end. And so we will head on to the third. Rathburn's in the defensive position here. Tried to sit out of that. Federini able to block it.
Federini has really good work on the ground. It's his standing game that could use some help.
Rathburn does a nice job. He's able to roll through and turn this one around, so he'll pick up 2 points on the reversal.
Excellent move by Rathburn, and just when I thought Federini had him, he showed something completely different.
10-2 is the score here.
Rathburn in complete control.
Yeah, now trying to turn him over again. Unable to get those near fall points, but now he catches him to where he can get some. He's got 2 to this point. They haven't been awarded yet because he's still in the middle of the move here. If he can roll him back over, he could get a third one. And that's what Rathburn's attempting to do right now. He's got the 3. And those will go on the board. Make it 13-2. 43 seconds, Federini. He's now caught in quite the spot here.
Federini has been down on that mat for quite a while. We've been noticing when that face is down, okay.
Yep, and there are the 2 points, and that'll be a technical fall. 17-2 is the final score in that matchup. And that'll give Hartley a 5-0 team lead over Liberty. So he just ran that score until he gets a technical fall. And then it's 120 pounds. This is a forfeit for Hartley. They don't have a 120-pounder. So that'll give Liberty a 6-5 lead. We'll move right on to 126 pounds. Noah Houchins against Eli Justice. Well, good quick work here by Houchins. He got the takedown and then the escape. Take this back. This is John Crowell that's wrestling at 126 pounds for Liberty. And Noah's in control of this thus far, 4-1. And he will release him for another escape. So Todd, right now, just the same strategy as the previous bout.
I just feel like Bishop Hartley has done a really good job scouting. I believe their guys have came in and know their advantages and are just really playing to the strengths. And if you can take a guy down and let him up and go 2 for 1, I believe that they're all for that. So let's see if Hutchins can get another takedown and let him out.
And so far can't do that. Couldn't shrug him through and catch him in that move, but here's a better attempt and better result.
And John Crow's a tough customer, so you know he's Hutchins is really working in there.
Houchins up 6-2 in the head-to-head bout here between these two. Trying to get him locked in a cradle and turn him over, and he does. And nice work here. Crowell trying to kick out of that, and he was able to break it. I'll tell you what, I give him a lot of credit.
Definitely.
Because he almost got caught on his back. Although there were 3 near fall points awarded here. And we'll move on to the second period. So 9-2. Noah Hutchins has the the lead here. And Crowell decides that they will start in the neutral position. Crowell, he gets caught in his move, and there is a takedown, and Houchins immediately has him rolled on his back, and there are near fall points coming. At the very least, there are near fall points coming. It's already an 11-2 lead. Crowell able to get back to his stomach, but Houchins using the armbar to try to turn him over again.
And Crowell just trying just about everything that he can to get out of there. But he's been down on that mat for a while. Man, like I've just been saying all night, the air is very thin down there. And just as I get ready to continue, we see what we have been seeing all night when a guy's been down. He's on that mat for 20 to 30 seconds. The air is thin, and a guy just comes up with a pin every time.
Yeah, absolutely. Here,
he's just gasping for air there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Noah just keeps on applying that pressure to that right shoulder until finally he's able to get it down on the mat. So another win for Hartley. And we move to 145 pounds. Nico Leary is next. Cody Ime wrestling here for Bishop Hartley.
Let's see, this is match 3. Let's see if Liberty can get a win. Bishop Hartley has opened up with 2 strong W's.
Yeah, the only wins that Liberty has gotten have been a couple of forfeits. So they lead on the team score 12-11. And Leary was trying to break out of that hold and get an escape, and he almost got caught in that. He was able to fortunately land on the mat and turn around before he got put on his back. Off the mat they go here. Cody Ime in control thus far.
Comfortably. Nico Leary, let's see if he can muster something up in this second minute of the first round.
Well, he couldn't get up from the defensive position, and now he's going to try to continue to battle here. I'm still controlling. 43 seconds left in this first period of this bout at 145 pounds. Cody Ime just looking for some kind of leverage to try to get Nico Leary rolled over for near fall points. Tell you what, pretty good battle here.
Cody really applying the pressure.
Yeah, he is, but Leary's hanging with it. Give him credit. It's going to be that fatigue thing that you've talked about. You know, how much effort is he putting out? How much is he going to be worn down as the first period comes to an end?
And it always seems like the guy that's on the bottom is always expending the most energy. That guy on top is just laying and putting that body weight on him, putting his strength on him, pressing down. So you don't want to be that guy laying on the bottom of that mat for too long.
And Leary starts from the defensive position here. On the whistle, can't quite escape. Cody Ime holds on to that left leg. Standing up, still has the leg. And it wasn't a bad idea by Nico Leary. Just kind of fell to the mat, was going to try to spin out of that, but Ime was able to hold on to his toes And now Cody Ime rolls him over for near fall points. And he may get even more here. The referee looking on. Doesn't quite have the pin completed. He's pretty doggone close. There it is.
I mean, Bishop Hartley is tough. 3 wins, 3 pins.
Yeah, and that was well played. You know, as you said, he warmed down at the end of that first period, but then quick work there. 38 seconds into the second.
I wonder if fatigue is setting in on Liberty at all, or just the advantage of scouting. Is Bishop Hartley really taking advantage of the time they had to see their opponent?
Well, now it's going to be Gabriel Pence for Liberty, and Ryan Hanna is doing the wrestling for Hartley at 152 pounds. Hartley now leading on the team score, 17-12. They've had, as Todd said, they've had 3 pins. One of those was a technical fall. That one's only worth 5 team points. The other ones were pinfalls, and those are 6 apiece.
Pence, first 2 points in 4 fights for Liberty. Let's see if he can go ahead and get their first W.
Hanna fighting hard from that defensive position there to try to break this hold. Pence making sure that he can't get any leverage from there. Just under a minute to go here in the period. Now Pence trying to get out to the side so that he could turn him over, but abandons that idea as Hanna is looking to get to where he can make his own move here. .35 seconds left in this period. Hanna trying to sit out. Close to the edge of the mat, and he gets caught in his move, and it's a cradle here.
Pence, what a move. Just able to just roll him over and put him in a nice cradle.
And he gets the pin.
And he gets the pin. And Liberty returns the favor with a pin of their own.
Yeah, they sure do. And now they go on top 18-17. So it's a good bit of work there at 152 pounds for Gabriel Pence as he pins his opponent. And we move on to 160 pounds. Jack Freetog for Liberty. Jared Miller for Bishop Hartley.
I remember Freetog from earlier. Really, really tough kid. Lost a tough fight earlier. Let's see if he can bounce back.
Yeah, he did do well in his bout against Newark. Right now, trying to get some leverage on him is Jared Miller. Neither of those guys making a mistake to this point. Now Freetog shot in, tried for the double leg. Quickly abandoned that as Miller made the adjustment. Again, each guy trying to figure the other guy out there. And Miller almost caught Freetog, and Freetog knew it. Quickly
scrapping for
abandoned
position.
his move. Oh, Freetog, good job. Pushed him through, gets the takedown. .37 seconds left here in this period. Jared Miller. Miller trying to break the hold, and
Freetog just looking to wear him down at this point.
Yeah, he almost got him in a position where he was able to turn him over. And for Miller, right now, you've got 10 seconds left in the period. You just want to ride it out and hold on. Don't give up any points. You're down 2-0. Get a chance to start over, start fresh here, and that's what they'll do. And Freetog opts to start from the neutral position. He's got the only points that came on a takedown.
Maybe he feels he has the advantage. Man.
Jared Miller, in the meantime, is hoping to get his first takedown. If he can do that, he would tie this bout. Each guy trying to make a move, neither one completing it. Miller.
Both still jockeying for position now.
Yeah, I thought Miller was going to be able to give him a shrug move there and have a chance at a takedown, but Freetog blocked it very nicely. And Freetog, whoa, he caught him. He's got the takedown and he catches him on his back. Near fall points coming, maybe more, as the referee looks on. And there's the pin.
Freetog from Liberty, back-to-back pins.
That'll make it 24-17. So Jared Miller got caught in the middle of that move. Wound up on his back. And that'll move us on to 160 pounds. Or sorry, that'll move us on to 170 pounds. Jason Lane is out there for Liberty.
And Dylan Newsom for Bishop Hartley.
2 points on the takedown and then the release for the escape. And 2 more points and 1 more escape. How about the third takedown? There it is. So Hartley quickly out to the 6-2 lead here. And maybe going to be more than that. Here, cradle hold and near fall points, 2 of them. That'll make it 8-2.
Dylan Newsom is wasting no time. I mean, he is wasting no time. He is right to the action. He is right to the takedown. He is trying to get this over within the first round. And nearly had it.
And now does have it. Yeah, that one was that was a mismatch from the word go.
Yeah, just complete domination. 2 points scored. Both escape points.
And look at the way he quickly repositions his body. And he knows where he is on the mat. Still gets the job done.
Excellent work. Excellent work, Dylan Newsom. Excellent work.
24-23 in favor of Liberty. And Braden Quillen is back out for his second bout of the night. Brody Hallinar is his opponent for Bishop Hartley.
And we seen Quillen earlier, and he's really, really tough. So let's see what Hallinar has for him. Should be a good one.
Yeah, and then Quinlan goes in for the single leg. Doesn't have it completed yet. Hallinar stays on his feet for the moment. Now goes down. There's the takedown. Quinlan gets the first points of this matchup. Now he's trying to get more, trying to roll him over. Hallinar, good job to battle. But here come the near fall points. As Quillen got him rolled over enough for 2. Going to try to trip out that left arm and see if he can get some more. Still in the middle of the move here now. They're going to award the points. So that'll make it 4-0. Quillen, a man on a mission, hoping to make it a quick mission.
He's got about 30 seconds to wrap it up in this round. If not, there's more for him next round.
Well, now he's got him in position. Able to roll him over and gets the job done. 15 seconds were left on the clock.
And Halliner seems to be a little shaken up here.
Yeah, that was Quillen. He just imposed his will right at the end of that. And that'll put Liberty on top, and the team score 30-23. Watch this finish here. How he just takes it over, Todd.
Wow. Just pure power.
So we move up to 195 pounds. Luke Rydell back out there, and
Griffin Halliner.
Yep.
See if he can get a little get back for maybe, what you think, brother, cousin?
Yeah, one or the other. You're right.
Oh! Big time slam.
Slammed Rydell down, and he is going to be able to roll out of this. But 2 points for near fall, and then 1 point for an escape. So Hallinar has a 4-1 lead. Hallinar goes back in. He's got the single leg, and he completes the takedown. Rydell quickly rolling over onto his stomach, staying off his back. Hallinar trying to change that, trying to get him. He had him up on his side there for a moment. Couldn't turn him all the way over to get the near fall points.
Hallinar is just imposing his will. And it's back to this, what it's been all night. If you're down on that mat 20, 30, 40 seconds, it becomes harder and harder to get up.
There's 1 point for an escape. 6-2. Hallinar has the lead. He would like to get another takedown before this first period ends, and he does get that takedown, and then wind up with another escape. So that's the way the first comes to an end. Hallinar's up 8-3. Well, they were just taking a look there. Rydell having a word with him, making sure he was okay. He will go to the defensive position.
I think it just was an awkward headbutt at the end of the first round that caused it. A little disorientation. He seemed to be fine, though, just a little bump.
Right now he's trying to complete another escape, and he cannot spin out of that. Well, good job by those guys to keep their balance as they got out all the way off the mat and onto the basketball court. Hallinar going into the half Nelson, wants to use that to roll Rydell over, but he couldn't really lock it in. Goes with a cross face now, and he'll try to use that to score some points.
And this is where Rydell was at the end of the last round, and it's just not a good position to be in. It's just not enough air on the bottom of that mat.
So they release him again, and that escape point makes it 8-4. And Hallinar will look for another takedown here, which is how he has racked up his points. It looked like he might try to just pull him straight through and grab him for a takedown. And they're going to go off the mat here. Come back to the middle, still neutral.
42 seconds left in the second period.
Well, we get a whistle here. And there's penalty point that goes up for Rydell. And Hallinar He slapped him in the back of the head, back of the neck a couple of times, and he did it one time. He got away with it. Todd, when he did it the second time, it was loud enough to hear up here where we are. And I wasn't surprised when I blew the whistle. I mean, you could.
Nor was I surprised.
Yeah, you could do that to an extent, but.
Like, yeah, you're trying to chop the guy's neck off back there. The ref's going to call that every time you try to do that.
Yeah, he sure is. Hallinar trying to get another takedown.
And I don't think Rydell liked that too much. Oh, but he's giving it all he's got, but Hallinar's really strong. He's really strong.
Yeah, he is, and he picks up a takedown just before time expires there. So they've got 2 more minutes. And they will start neutral. 10-5 is the score. Griffin Hallinar has the lead here for Bishop Hartley. Wrestling at 195 pounds. We've got 220 and 285 yet to go. Hallinar could just ride it out for the 2 minutes if he wants to, but I'm sure that's not his.
In moment, and they definitely need the team points, being that they lost a couple in their forfeiting matches. So a pin is desperately needed right now.
Yeah, that's a great point. That'll get them back to within 1 on the team scoreboard. I quite frankly don't know if that's going to happen right now. It might take a quick move and catching somebody in the middle of a takedown.
They both appear to be a little winded.
Yeah.
But this is 195 pounds, so they've done 2 rounds. This is the 3rd round, and we only have a minute to go. So it's 5 minutes in.
And Hallinar gets another takedown, goes up 12-5. And they're going to go off the mat. Well, he had the right idea. He was starting to get the tilt on him there. Just ran out of room.
Let's see if he takes a quick blow and tries to, about 42 seconds, see if he tries to go for it about 20, 25 seconds, 22 seconds.
No, Hallinar, Rydell got down into the defensive position, and Hallinar said, you know what, I'm going to release him anyway, so all right, we'll give him the escape point, and then you guys can go neutral again. Yeah.
Well,
it's like the intentional walk in baseball now. You don't have to go through it anymore. You can just say, no, we'll put him on. That's what he said. He goes, hey, no need for me to get down there and put my arm around his waist. I'm just going to let him go anyway. We good?
So maybe he's just a little too tired and he's not going to go for the pin.
I don't think he thinks he's going to get it. That's what it comes down to here. And he won't, because time is going to run out in this one, and the Hawks are going to get just 3 points here as Griffin Hallinar wins that individual bout 13-6. And so it is 30-26 in favor of Olentangy Liberty. And again, there are 2 bouts remaining here. And coming out is Preston Flynn for Liberty and Tony Thivner Jr. Tony, a lineman on the football team, in case you couldn't guess, Todd. As we get up to 220 pounds.
And we didn't see Preston Flynn earlier. So this is our first look at Preston Flynn. So I don't really know what he has to offer. He looks like he has some quickness for 195 pounds. Let's just see what they bring us. Both of them seem to have some pretty good feet and good hands. A lot of grappling and jockeying for position.
Yeah, that's all it has been so far.
We've avoided the neck slap.
Yeah.
So that's always a good thing. A minute in.
And you can see they both kind of back up and go, all right. What's it going to take? Who's going to give here? Tony looking for an opening, none to be had there because Preston Flynn keeps shutting him down.
We'll have none of that from either one of them. It's just like I'll have none of that, and you take some of none of that either.
Yeah. Down to 30 seconds left here in the first. Well, Flynn trying to get that right arm reached in there, and again keeps on getting blocked. This has been this whole period has almost been a stalemate here.
This has been the defensive battle of the night right here.
Yeah, you're right.
Or is it more defense, or is it more that one guy does not want to take a chance and let the other guy in?
I think it's a combination of the two right now. I agree with that. I think it's good defense, but I think they both played it a little bit safe.
Okay.
So now they will not start in the neutral position.
No, because it's only 2 matches
well,
left.
take that back. Yes, they will, because, again, Flynn just looked at the referee and he said, no, give him the escape point. So Flynn must feel confident that he can get a takedown here because he gives up a point.
And you don't have any points.
Yeah, it's like you just watch 2 minutes of these two guys going nowhere on each other, and then you give away a point.
Right. And
so that's confidence, I guess.
Or it could be something else. It could be youth.
Yeah. Well, he looked at the bench, so somebody gave him the go-ahead there. So, somebody said it was okay to award the point. But again, here what we're seeing right now is the same thing we saw throughout the first 2 minutes.
Much of nothing.
Yeah.
Just a lot of grappling, a lot of jockeying. No one really willing to commit, I would say.
Well, somebody's going to have to at some point as we go along here.
Well, Flynn's going to have to because
Flynn
he gave the point away.
You're right. That is right. Yeah, if they get nothing out of this, then when it gets to the third, he will have to take a chance. There's under a minute left here in the second. These two periods have been identical to this point. Well, Thivner blocking every move by Flynn and vice versa. There looked like Flynn was going to try to go for a move, but again, I don't think this time it's about the unwillingness to make a move. I think now they are just countering each other.
Just great defense. So in a defensive stalemate like that, what makes it a good idea to just give away a point?
That I'm not sure of. Again, if you have confidence in that you can get it done, that's fine. Now we'll see what the choice is going to be. Well, Flynn gets down into the defensive position. So now he's in a spot where if he can get an escape, he'll tie. If he can get a reversal, he'd go ahead.
It would just be a lot easier if he just gave it to him.
Yeah.
Like he
Well, he's trying to scramble away, and
Tivner's not having any of that.
No, he's not.
Clinging on to that 1 point lead that you gave.
And we had no idea what we would see here because we haven't seen them in this position the entire time. Neither one has been on the mat until now. Well, for Thivner, again, yeah, the lead is just 1 point, but he can try to ride it out here.
And why wouldn't you?
Goes with an arm bar,
And
turns him over, and he's going to add some points here. Preston Flynn giving up near fall points. And trying to turn and roll out the other way. Thivner, good job to continue to put the pressure on. And we get a whistle, and they're off the mat. Now, Tony was trying to do everything he could to keep his toes inside that circle. Put up the near fall points. Now it's 4-0. And now, when you talk about somebody having to make a move, Flynn's really in trouble.
Tony Thivner is having none of that.
Oh, Flynn rolls through, and he's got the reversal. And he's just cut the lead in half. And now he'll be looking to get himself some near fall points. Boy, how quickly that changed.
I know there's some type of saying about don't be too overconfident or don't count your chickens or something.
Well, the time advantage is going to Tony Thivner, though. And he just glanced up at the clock. He's down on his stomach. He glanced up at that clock and he saw that it was 20 seconds. And he's just got to ride it out. That's a position he's in right now. If he can just hold on for 10 more seconds and not give up any points, he's going to win this bout. And that is exactly the way it's going to go down. Well, we saw 2 periods of nothing. And then we saw a third period of a quick reversal. And
I just think that's a situation where just one bad decision can really cost you. You're chasing that point, and you're stressing that point in the third period, and you make a mistake, and then you give up 3 points, and now you're scrambling at the end. They're down 4-0, and you make a good move and you score 2, but just not enough.
30-29 in favor of Liberty. Sam DeBoard is out, going up against Caleb Jackson. It's heavyweight bout, 285 pounds. I can see we saw DeBoard wrestle earlier here. Getting our first look at Jackson. You just look at him. You can see where he's driving and he's looking to create an opportunity. Right now he's trying to avoid being taken down. He avoided it, and he just came out to the side. I thought he was going to get the takedown, and he probably thought he was too. Comes out of that with a nothing on either side. It's actually a good counter there by DeBoard to make sure that he didn't get taken down. And DeBoard shoots in for the single leg. Jackson prevents that takedown. Trying
Jackson
to get DeBoard
seems
in
to have some quicks for a big man.
He does, but he just got caught there, and DeBoard gets the takedown. Yeah, you just watch Caleb Jackson, and he feels like when you're watching him, just wait, something's going to happen.
And something did.
Yeah. Yeah, not what he had in mind. Right near the edge of the mat, under 30 seconds to go here in the first. And they go off the mat. Jackson goes in the defensive position here. Jackson trying to get to his feet, which he does, and he gets the escape. And he's on the board, trailing 2-1. 10 seconds left here in the first. Hartley down by 1 team point. DeBoard went for the takedown, didn't get it, and time runs out just before Jackson can score a takedown of his own.
DeBoard is a tough customer. I really like the way he bounced back after being dominated in his first match. He looks a lot stronger, and it just fighting with a little bit more confidence and a little bit more toughness this time. So good for him.
DeBoard in the defensive position. Jackson gets in there. DeBoard trying to escape. DeBoard leading 2-1. Jackson tried to drive into him and roll him over. DeBoard, you just mentioned, tough customer. He's showing that right now with the fight that he has.
Ton of it, a ton of heart.
Jackson trying to drive that head into the mat, and he turns him over. And near fall points are coming for Caleb Jackson. He wants more. He wants to finish it, and he does.
Caleb Jackson, a reversal of fortunes.
Absolutely.
It's been a while since we've seen the advantage result in a pin. It was consistent earlier, but guys been playing really good defense. So that's the first time we've seen in maybe about 5 matches that came to fruition again.
Absolutely. It went away there in the middle, as you said, but Hartley is able to prevail on the team scoreboard with that pin. They win it. And the final is 36-31, so the Hawks get it done by 5 points. And a nice job there with a victory over Olentangy Liberty. And next up, it is going to be Newark. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with Hartley and Newark getting set to go from the Dick Geyer Gymnasium here at Bishop Hartley. This is high school wrestling on Score on Air. Good job.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
teamwork,
How to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play. And along the way, I'm learning to put the team before myself.
To put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning
to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At NFHSLearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327. Or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
teamwork,
How to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play. And along the way, I'm learning to put the team before myself.
To put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning
to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player, that is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater people.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. And Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
teamwork,
How to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play. And along the way, I'm learning to put the team before myself.
To put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning
to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Ohio. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
I mean, I don't totally know what opioids are, but...
It doesn't happen here.
Not in denial.
No.
Our kids are way too busy.
My son has good friends.
Don't live in denial, Ohio. Talk to your kids about drugs, and they'll be up to 50% less likely to use them.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 70 courses, including more than 30 free courses, such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. To learn more, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
Your actions in the stands impact participating students, including your child. Be respectful. Be supportive. Do your part in creating a positive and educational environment for everyone. To learn more, watch the Parent Seat video at the NFHS Learning Center.
Have you always dreamed about a career in sports broadcasting but aren't sure where to begin? Well, if so, then look no further than the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. Whether in front of the camera, on the microphone, or behind the scenes, you'll learn from a pro to be a pro in the Sports Emphasis program at the Ohio Media School. You'll get hands-on training and live in-the-field experience at some of Ohio's biggest sporting events. You'll be the star of your very own webcast, and you'll get the opportunity to interview some of Ohio's biggest athletes. Call us today at 614-655-5250 or visit our website at beonair.com.
In sports, you want to have a player that can get the job done right every time. A real all-star, somebody that's dependable and you can turn to when the game is tough. That player in the audio-video industry is the theater people. From setting up your home's Wi-Fi network and offices, conference rooms, to setting up home theater inside or outside, to setting up the systems to make your home run smarter and safer as well. The theater people can do it all with the quality of professionalism you can expect every single time. That isn't just a great all-around player. That is an all-star. That is why we are the leaders in audiovisual installation in Central Ohio. So call us at 614-604-6327 or check out our website at ttpcolumbus.com to figure out which products will fit you. And don't forget, amplify your personality with the theater.
Do you have design ideas for t-shirts but you're not sure where to go? Go to Mojo Sports Gear. That's right, Mojo Sports Gear. At Mojo Sports Gear, you can get custom-made shirts. Whatever design you need, Mojo Sports Gear can provide it. Don't forget to grab a custom-made cap on your way out and rock the best headgear in the game. Give them a call at 614-864-6656. That's 614-864-6656.
I just wanted to play.
I just want to play. I just want to play. I just want to play.
Play.
Play. Along the way, I'm learning
Sportsmanship.
teamwork,
How to work hard.
How to work hard. Discipline.
hustle,
Sacrifice.
How to be a leader.
Dedication.
I just want to play. And along the way, I'm learning to put the team before myself.
To put the team before myself.
How to be a student.
How to be a student.
I'm learning
to set a good example,
How to work hard.
to accept responsibility.
That I represent my community.
That I represent my community.
I just wanted to play, and look where it took me.
She's done it! Tiana Bartoletta has done it! From Elyria, Ohio, now an Olympic gold medalist.
Welcome back to Score on Air Network. Joining us from the Dick Gyre Gymnasium at Dick Hartley High School. We are here at a wrestling tournament between Dick Hartley and Newark High School Wildcats. They're about to get it on. We have just watched Liberty as they have finished up. They did a really good job. They tied with Bishop Hartley and they tied with Liberty in their first matchup, and they dropped their second match to Bishop Hartley by 1 point. So good showing by Liberty today. I'm Todd McClendon, joined here with Bob McElligott. And Bob, just tell me what you think and your thoughts on what we've seen so far here.
Well, I think we've seen some good team competition here. We saw Newark and Liberty go head to head to start things off here, and then Hartley comes out and has a really nice showing there against Liberty. And Hartley's a little bit their roster not as deep. They're not filling all the weight classes here, so they're already going to give up some team points when it comes to forfeits that way. But they were able to get through that against Liberty, come up with a big win, some good individual performances leading to that win. And now Newark has had to sit and watch here, and they're ready to go back at it as they and Hartley will go head-to-head to finish things off here tonight. But I think the competition has been good, Todd. It's been fun to watch these guys go at each other here on all three of these squads so far, and I'm looking forward to this final matchup of the evening here because I think there's some good individual matchups that'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Bishop Hartley is a little thin, but I think where they are thin and they give away points, they have some really good wrestlers in their 145 to 160 range. They really dominated last time against Liberty. Let's see how they do against Newark. I'm really anxious to see Newark. They have some different wrestlers coming out that we haven't seen, and Isaiah Mckay, who's replacing Jabril Smith, who I thought was pretty good. So I'm excited to see him and see what he can do at 113. Smith was, I would say, probably the best wrestler I had seen pound for pound tonight, talent-wise, as far as quick, skill, technique, and being able to put it all together. Kind kind of disappointed I won't be able to see him a second time tonight. But that's quite all right. I think Isaiah Mckay, he might have something for me, so I'm looking forward to seeing him. And just really looking forward to getting it on.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you. And, you know, when you talk about, you know, Hartley missing a couple of guys at different weight classes, why were they able to win their matchup against Liberty? Because they had guys that were winning by pinfall, and they were getting those 6 points every time. They had one technical fall. They had a couple of pins. That's what it's going to take for them. I mean, if you want to win as a team, if you're going to go through and give up a couple of weight classes where you're going to give 6, 12 points, you got to get those points back somehow. So, yeah, you can get a win. That's good. If you get a win by points, it's only good for 3 as a team. So you got to get those pinfalls somewhere. They were able to do that against Liberty. I'm very interested to see if they're going to be able to do the same thing here against Newark. And right away, you know, Hartley doesn't have anybody at 106 pounds.
So you just automatically drop points right away.
Right, absolutely.
So getting to 113, we're looking at Noah Hutchins and Isaiah Mckay. So here's our first look at Isaiah Mckay, who's replacing Jabril Smith. And Noah Hutchins, who had a very, very strong performance, actually won by pinfall last time. So let's see if he can come out and repeat his performance. And we're just a few seconds actually from getting it on. And here we go. Just out with a strong grapple. Both really just right now jockeying for position. Isaiah Mckay, as you can see, tried to use Hutchinson's strength against him and tried to slide out that side door and kind of whip around him. Good idea. Hutchins was ready for him, though. There's Mckay again trying to whip around, uses Hutchinson's strength and quickness against him. I think that's a pretty good technique and idea for him to go with. See how it works out for him. Oh, takedown. Oh, my apologies. Eli Justice.
Yeah, wrestling at 126 pounds here. We skipped right to the 126, so Hartley opting not to put Cooper Rathburn out for another match up here tonight. Well, you mentioned Noah, very good in his first performance here tonight. And you can see he was trying to size things up and kind of got caught in a move here. And Eli Justice taking full advantage of that with a couple of near fall points to go with his takedown.
And not starting the way Noah Hutchinson started out last time, but we remember seeing Eli Justice, and he actually had a strong performance against Liberty, ended his first match in a pin. It was actually the first pin we've seen all night, so we know that Eli Justice is tough and very technically sound. And as you could see earlier, as I was mentioning, he was trying to use Hutchinson's strength and speed against him and whip him around using angles. So very, very good wrestler, Eli Justice.
Yeah, and a nice start for him as he elects to take the defensive position. Now, for Noah, you know, best thing that could have happened for him, I think, is that buzzer to end the first and move on to the second. That gives him a chance to regroup here.
And Noah's in the advantage position now. Eli's looking to escape. He's almost completely up. He's trying to stand. Almost had it.
Good show of strength right there by Noah to make sure that he broke that the first time, and well, he does it again. Yep.
And this is a dangerous position for Eli because he's expended a lot of energy in the first period, and now in the second period he's continuing to try to get up and Hutchins is just forcing him down to the ground. He's using a lot of energy. Eli Justice is in a very, very, very dangerous position right now if his condition is not all the way complete. Oh, excellent move. Scoring a 1-point escape by Eli Justice.
Well, Noah was trying to set him up for that cradle the entire time, and he just couldn't get it locked. So give Eli a lot of credit for that. He kept blocking that move and blocking it, and then finally Noah gets into a position where he has to give up on it, and that's what resulted in the escape.
Matt, both just jockeying for position right now. They both appear to be just trying to grab their breath a little bit. Noah tried to reach around for a takedown. Very good defense by Eli Justice.
Yeah, Eli's in control of this bout right now. Not only is he up 5-0, but he's kind of controlling the way it's going here. Noah wants to change that, but as you see right there with that shrug through attempt, he just can't get it done.
And they both have similar body types, but I just think that Eli Justice just has a little bit more strength, and Noah Hutchins is not able to take advantage of his advantages, his wiriness and his length, which normally is an advantage. Eli Justice is just as wiry and just as long and has a little bit more strength. So Noah Hutchins is going to have to dig deep. He's going to have to dig deep if he wants this one.
Yeah, Eli just backed off the mat right there, so he gets a stalling warning. But Noah opted to start the third here in the neutral position, so he's obviously shooting for a takedown. And if he could get that takedown, roll it into some near fall points, that would give him the bonus. And now can he pull this leg in and complete the move? Eli's doing a nice job of blocking this and holding on. You see how he holds on to that foot. That's preventing the takedown here. If Noah can break that hold, then he could get the 2 points on the takedown. There it is. Didn't have to break it completely. He just had to shift his position, but he's got those points. And Todd, now he's only down by 3.
And that's what, and we got a minute left in the match, so he has to do some real big time work right now. He'll probably need another takedown at least to really, really put the pressure on Noah. But Noah appears to have really good ground defense right now, and he's holding serve as we speak. So we'll see if in the next 40 seconds he can earn these 3 points he's looking for.
Well, for Eli Justice, all he has to do is ride it out now. He's got 30 seconds. He has to stay off his back. And for Noah Hutchins, he's got to find a way to get him on his back here and get those points. But we saw Eli do this earlier in the bout where he got up and he was able to break free. And time is the enemy of Noah Hutchins right now.
And right, there is no need for Eli Justice to even attempt to try to break free. He has 7 seconds. He just holds on for dear life. And he'll have himself a win.
Yep.
A really, really strong win against a good opponent.
Yeah, that was there was a lot of fight in that one, actually. And Eli Justice, he got the points that he needed when he needed them. It was a good technical fight by him, and it was a show of strength, actually, quite frankly. And as you said, you were talking earlier all through the night about how you get down on the bottom and you could just get, you worn out there. Didn't matter for him.
Right.
At that point now, you got 30 seconds left. You could be down, but you stay face down. You don't get rolled over. And he did a great job of that.
And we're moving on to 138. $145.
Yeah, Hartley doesn't have a 138-pounder, so. Go ahead and wrestle at 145, as you said. Cody Ime is going to be on for his second bout of the night. So they sent Reese Farrell out at 138 just to take the forfeit. Now Calvin United, or wait, where are we? 145. So
145.
Yeah, Kyle Rardin, sorry, is in here for Newark.
And pretty much early on, 20 seconds in, really, really jockeying for position. Rardin almost had a takedown. He's looking to complete it. There's the takedown for Kyle Rardin.
Talk about a flurry of activity right there. So those two guys went at it.
They both know exactly what they want to do, and he's trying to accomplish it. I'll tell you, Kyle's got some quicks out there. I mean, it was like 20 seconds, nothing was happening, and he just 10 seconds, he was all over him. And I mean, he's really, really applying the pressure to him right now, showing really, really good technique.
Yeah, right now just using strength here.
Way to keep him in there, pushing him back towards the center. Keep that dominant position.
Yeah, Cody now locked in an arm bar, just trying to find a way to get out of this. This position is worsening for him here as Rardin is going for the half Nelson. He had to give up on that, but he's going to try it again here. Cody, I'm making sure that he's not getting put on his back right now. This is a good fight to make sure of that.
And Cody just needs to hang on for another 10 seconds, go back, get to period 2, regroup himself. Kyle showed some really, really amazing quicks. I don't think Cody was ready for that. Kind of lulled him to sleep in the first 20 seconds and then really went after him. Let's see if Cody's a little bit more prepared. Ryan is a tough customer, though. He's really feisty out there, just a lot of energy. So you got to be able to match that if you want to compete right now. Yeah, he has amazing quicks. Some of the best technical skill we've seen all night. Just really putting it together. Very, very impressed.
Yeah, he's putting that out of into an escape and a takedown, so got himself 3 quick points. And Cody Ime finds himself right back in the position he was for the end of the first period here. He's back face down on the mat, and Rardin just working him over.
And we still have over a full minute left in this period, so he's in real, real trouble.
Well, that'll get him the fresh start in the middle of the mat anyway.
Kyle was looking for 2 more points there.
Try to do the quick sit out there, and that didn't work out. Rardin just continues to control this thing, has the entire way through.
He's just relentless, not letting up one bit. It's very hard for Cody to get an inch to breathe, any room to put anything together. He's constantly on defensive. He's constantly on his heels. Oh, there's a reversal.
Yeah, he just kept at that. He had 3 tries at it, Todd, and the first 2 didn't work, but he never gave up on it, and he finally got what he was looking for.
Cody has some toughness and some heart. He's not just going to give it up. You know, this Bishop Hartley team is just not going to lay over. This is their home gym. They are at home. They're not just going to give it to you. So if you're coming in here to win, you better be willing to take it.
See where he's trying to get a cradle locked on right now, and Rardin's doing a nice job of blocking that.
Cool. Right before the second period. 1 more to go.
This has turned out pretty good, right? 3 points separate these two. And you know, Cody Ime wasn't showing any kind of strength in it until right there when he got the reversal and got himself back into this. So we'll see what he does here in the third.
I mean, completely dominating the second period. And the last 20 seconds really showed something. So let's see if he can maybe complete the trend and trend upwards. Or is Kyle just going to shut the door on him? And he's looked to be.
Well, Cody did a nice job there to roll through that. He could have gotten caught, and he knew it, and he made the adjustment. Again, he's trying to get that reversal like he had in the second. I didn't get the reversal, but he does get the escape. So now if he could score a takedown, he could tie this thing.
Very nice, very nice. And just when we thought how much, and it, the surprising thing is, wrestling, man, a guy can dominate, but if you're not actually scoring points and getting points off of what you're getting, it's very, very hard to just run away with a match. No matter how much you're dominating, no matter how much a guy is face planting on the ground. 20, 30 seconds, and it could be over. 5 seconds.
Yeah, Rod's got to take some chances now because he needs the point, or Rhyme needs the points. He's got to take the chances. Rod knows it, and he's just trying to block that and hold on here. And there's the takedown, and that's by Rardin, and that's going to put him in great shape, up 7-3. Go off the mat, and now, for Cody Ime, he's got 27 seconds.
He just needs a flat-out pin.
Yeah, you're absolutely right because there were 3 near-fall points put up there. It's 10-3. Would have to be a quick turnaround, reversal, and a pin, and Rardin's not going to let that happen. You can just see here right now. Look where he is now. He's just going to ride this out. He's got a 7-point advantage. Just has to hold on to this for 12 seconds.
And he knows it. Kyle Rardin, he just wrote it out. Very, very excellent match. Strong, technical. Really some of the best all-around fighting we've seen. Really good match between the two. Cody showed a lot of toughness, a lot of heart, just by getting up off the mat. So,
yeah, and again, he moved up a weight class there, and it was not an issue whatsoever. Just moved up and got it done. So Calvin United, he also is moving up from 145 to 152 right now to go up against Ryan Hanna.
grappling, jostling for position. Very, very tough. This Calvin United, showing pretty good toughness for moving up. And a lot of strength for moving up a whole weight class. So he's really working out here.
Hanna blocking the takedown initially, but then finally not only gets taken down, but now gets caught on his back, just trying to keep this one from ending.
Wow.
Calvin
United moving up in class and showing his class. 59 seconds in a pin. Excellent work.
Yeah, that was excellent work. Just, again, work to get that takedown, and when he got it at the right time and in the right position and just finished.
Moving on to 160, Trevor Carroll and Gerard Miller. Miller dropped his last fight to Liberty.
Jack Freetog beat him earlier this evening. Newark with a commanding team lead here, 24-0. So Hartley, they need a win. They need some points here.
And they need some pins. They have yet to get a win yet. They had a couple forfeits and they have yet to win any of their matches. So let's see if Gerard Miller can get them off the schneid, so to speak.
Miller right now kind of playing it safe.
Trevor Carlson is to just be weighing his time and buying his time, laying in the weeds, and let's see if any of these guys can make something happen. Oh.
Wow, that was a pretty good sell there. Carl unable to spin around and complete this takedown. Jared Miller doing a nice job of blocking him for the moment.
Little force out back to the middle. This is Trevor Carroll and Gerard Miller at 160 pounds. Bishop Hartley versus Newark. High school wrestling. Way to shoot. 2-point takedown. Trevor Carroll with about 6 seconds to go. Gets himself on the board. Once again, Newark elects for a neutral position. 2-point takedown for Trevor Carroll. And he's just really just pushing Gerard Miller around right now.
Yeah, he's taking control of this right at the moment. You're right.
Just pushing him around. He's pretty much having his way. He's found what's working for him, and he's just going with it. I'm surprised he even elected to go to the ground here.
Jared Miller just trying not to be turned over right now as Trevor Carroll continues just to put the pressure on him, trying to get that arm bar locked into place.
Trevor is in full control of this match. Gerard Miller really needs to get something going here.
Yeah, now he's in a really bad spot here. Carl's got the position he wants on him.
And you know, and that's what we've been seeing all night. Just a repeat performance of this. A guy is down 15 to 20 seconds. The first round, he gets in the second period, and he's down 30 seconds, and you're just not able to get that win at the bottom of that mat, and it just becomes so hard to breathe, and you just can't find yourself.
Yep, so that'll move us up to 170 pounds. Lakeland Moore will wrestle his second bout of the night here for Newark.
And he will be facing, what are we looking at, Dylan Newsom?
Yep, for his second tonight.
Dylan Newsom was really dominant in his first match today.
Well, a good start for him here. Got the takedown, but now the escape. Well, these two look like they've come to put on a show here tonight. Oh, Newsom, can he get in there? Yeah, he does.
He does. He's got some quicks. He's got some short space quickness. Yeah. I mean, really, really good footwork.
Another football player and a running back, which explains the good feet.
Oh, really? Oh, that explains everything. That's how he got behind me in the phone booth. Now I understand a little better. Okay.
Showing your age with the phone booth thing. I mean, I get it.
Dylan Newsom is a really special talent, it appears. I mean, he's really dominating. I've seen him fight, and just another pin.
Yeah,
win by pin. I mean, he just looks spectacular.
I agree. That was really impressive, the way that he went at it right there. And Todd, even when he released on those couple of escapes, it was almost like he assessed the situation and went, okay, it's not here. Okay, we're gonna start over again with it. Yeah, he reset and get points, and then the pin. So he gets Hartley on the board, the team board. They're down 30-6. Now we're moving right back up to 182. Peyton Sherrod for Newark and Brody Hellenar.
Brody Hellenar looking to bounce back. after a loss to Liberty early on. Payne Sherrod
Oh,
with the
I
one
take
leg.
that back. That is Ian Jackson out there wrestling at 182 for Hartley. My
My
bad.
apologies. So this is our first time at a look at Ian Jackson.
He's in a bad spot right now. That cradle is on him. And he's looking to break free of that. Sherrod looked over at his coaches and he was looking to get some advice on how to finish that move. Never got the right answer, apparently.
Maybe they didn't know the answer.
Yeah, don't do it that way. Don't do it the other way either. An outside escape.
2 points, takedown. Peyton Sherrod.
Jackson finds himself back at a bad position here.
It's not where you want to be.
Sherrod trying to just kind of get into position. He wants to force him over. And Jackson doing a nice job here of blocking these moves. He wants to get back to his feet. He wants to get into a sitting position, try to spin out of this.
I want to do a lot of things to him. It just seems like there's always somebody stopping me. And I tell you right now, Mr. Peyton Sherrod is stopping Mr. Jackson from doing anything he wants to do.
That's well put, well analyzed. And Jackson wants to start neutral here. Only down by 3 points. Takedown would bring him right back into this.
I think Jackson just needs to. I think he's a little bit too high. I think his butt's just a little too high. I would like to see him get a little bit of bend, and because he's allowing Sherrod to shoot him and lift him, I just feel like if he had a little bit, this is not good.
No. No, but you're right. It was a shoot in, and he lifted him, and he got him down on the mat and off balance. And that's how you wind up on your back like this and wind up pinned.
Right. Trying to roll over really quickly.
Yeah, that was a tough one. But I'll tell you what, really give Sherrod a lot of credit. He read that right. He made the move. Ian got caught in a bad situation and paid the price for it. But sometimes you got to give credit to your opponent. And then just look at this, Sherrod. He couldn't get the pin, so he just alters the body a little bit. Still doesn't have it. Now he finds the leverage that he needs to finish it off.
Moving on to 180.
No, it's one. We should be at
195
now. Yeah.
Griffin Hallinar. And who am I looking at? Hunter Vogel?
Yes.
And it's a quick takedown already.
Well, it was fun watching Griffin Hallinar in his first match.
Was it?
Against Liberty.
He's tough. Hallinar appears to be just a technician. He just seems like he's just short. He's low to the ground. He just likes to just get under people's skin, and he'll just get up under you. Just a load of power. There he is again.
Yeah. This will be his third takedown already. Yeah, a couple of escapes the first couple times, but he says you can see where he is right now. He wants to see if he can find a position to finish this thing off. Since he doesn't find what he's looking for, he'll just release him again.
And I would say Hunter Vogel should be really careful. I mean, Griffin's a neck slapper, so look at that. Oh, just a beautiful move. And I could have. I mean, you want to talk about technician? This guy is a straight technician. Just beautiful technique. Flip over, pin.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive right there. It just took care of business, as you said. gets him down. And Vogel thought he might be able to roll out of that. And Halliner says, think again. Right back down he goes, and that'll move us up to 220 pounds here. Cameron Van Valkenburg against Tony Thivner. Well, Tony's first match against Liberty, I'll tell you what it was. It was what you're looking at right now for 2 periods.
And then him and Flynn decided they were going to fight. And I wonder if Cameron is going to just give points away like Flynn. We'll see if that happens. You just say, no, we'll just give you points.
Oh, yeah.
Just nothing's happening.
Yeah, this is an absolute repeat of the first bout of the night for Tony Thivner. Again, he's looking for that position. You can see where he's trying to get Van Valkenburg a little bit off balance to pull him through, and neither guy's going for that trick.
They say styles make fights, so I've seen Thivner fight twice, and both fights were like this. So it's just the way Thivner fights. I just have to go with what I see. Not looking to make the big mistake, although Tiv got the win last time with this strategy. So, let's not go against it.
Yeah, you can see as we get later here on this clock, I think a couple of seconds ago he thought he had an opening. And you see where now he does.
There he does. Tiv.
Now he doesn't complete the takedown, and now he'll get it done. And this is actually also a smart move by Van Valkenburg. Get off the mat. Start again in the middle.
Van Valkenburg in the defensive position. Thivner with the advantage.
Well, Van Valkenburg reaching back there, trying to remove Thivner's hand and turn that into an escape. Well, he knows he's trying to put the cradle on him, but instead time expires here. And he knew exactly what Thivner was going for, and he was looking to block that. They're going to start in the very same position here at the start of the second.
So since he knows exactly what he's doing, what can he do to help counter?
Well, he's got to do what he did right there. It was a quick move to counter that. Now you can see he's got Tony's arm. Or he had that right arm. So that's forcing Thivner to try to get into a different position here. Now he's bailing from that cradle attempt. Now he's going back to it. But you can see Van Valkenburg keeps on blocking it. He's keeping himself in just the right position to prevent that from being locked in. And now, for Thivner, what it's going to be, Todd, here is he either has to change the move. There he goes with the chicken wing. He's got to change the move, or, he's either going to get frustrated or change the move is what I'm trying to say. So now he's changed that move. He's trying to put that arm in the arm bar there and roll him over, and he's done it.
And as he changed the move, gave him awkwardness and then gave him more leverage for what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
And got the pin.
Yeah, that's actually great work because, again, you could sit there and you could get frustrated. You can keep trying and the guy's blocking you. So now you got a choice. What, am I going to do this for the rest of this period, or am I going to see if I can find another way to get it done? He found that other way, and that was a nice maneuver. So, we were joking around about how that first one, they went 2 full periods just about without anything happening. He made something happen that time. That's a good win.
Good win. Very, very good one. Looks like it's going to be our last match of the night. Caleb Jackson, 285. And Charles Cole and Jared Hawk at 285.
Yeah, this one, you can see, just watching these two guys go around, Caleb Jackson looks like he's going to have the advantage here. It's about making something happen. It's about creating that opening, but you can see Caleb, just the way that he's moving and, looking for that opening. I think he thought he might have had it right there, but it didn't come.
Caleb Jackson, like I said, for 285 and a big guy, he's got some sweet feet. I mean, he's able to put those things up and put them down and move them around. He has some really, really good feet. Let's see if he can put some power behind it with some technique and go ahead and get him out of there. But Jared Hawk is putting up some real resistance. So he's not just going to just let you beat him.
No, you're right about that. You got to give him a lot of credit.
Crafty move by Jared Hawk.
Coaches yelling from both sides here and trying to give instructions to their wrestler to get that advantage that they're looking for right now. Well, Jackson just cannot, just can't pull Hawk through right now.
We're looking at a stalemate for the first 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I can actually remember the time where I sat in the house and watched paint dry.
But it is interesting here because which one of these guys is going to crack first, right? And you see they're locked up, and then one tries to move and the other one's right there. Now, of course, they'll go into this position here where Hawk's going to try to come out of the defensive position. Good job by Jackson to hold on to him and not let that happen.
Because Jared Hart looked like he was on his way out immediately.
Yeah, that was a great last second adjustment by Caleb Jackson. And now he's trying to get the leverage. And well, you see where Hawk, he's making it really difficult to be rolled over here. Jackson driving into him. He's almost got him where he wants him. Well, Hawk reached back. He had that leg for a moment. Couldn't maintain his grasp on it.
Caleb Jackson still continue to try to roll him over. Now he's switching his mind and want to go with something different.
Yeah, I think this is just what we talked about in the previous bout. Now, he keeps trying the same thing, and Hawk keeps on blocking him. Is he going to continue with this, or is he going to change the move? It looks like he's on the verge of
trying the same thing.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to the other side. Yeah, I thought too much. You're right. As soon as that was coming out of my mouth, I saw him reach for that ankle again. I go, it is the same thing.
Same move. So, and that's the thing, and that just shows that some guys are just thinkers in there also too, able to think their way through the match and change a move to get back to where they want to be.
I will say this, wrestling at the heavyweight here, I mean, these guys are bigger. The moves are, you're not going to get away with as many quick moves. There's a stalling warning coming here. And, Jared Hawk's got to watch that because you don't want to give up a penalty point. The last thing you want to do is give up a point in a bout that could wind up having just 1 point decided.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, though, Jared Hawk, he did a lot of fighting, but he is tired. Yes.
He is tired.
So now he's going to flip the script here on Caleb Jackson.
But how much energy does he have from being on the bottom just now?
Telling you a few seconds. A caution for Jackson. They wanted to reposition his hands. This is the third period here, so these two guys have 2 minutes. Find a way to score a point.
Anybody.
Looking at a matchup here where just a mere escape point could be the difference in it. Jared Hawk knows that, and that's why he's just putting that full weight on Caleb Jackson.
That's a good job by Jared Hawk. At least attempting something, trying to change it up.
Yeah.
Giving him a different look, giving him different angles. just giving him something different so he has to think about it. It's not just get up.
Trying this quarter Nelson here. Down to 1 minute remaining. So this is, you get this final minute for both of these guys. Whatever you got left, it's going to come out here. Now, whether a point gets scored out of that, that's a good question. But they know now the time is of the essence. Both the benches on each side telling them that. Caleb Jackson gets caught, and he gets on his back, and he gets pinned. Boy,
wow.
Jared Hawk.
What a match by Jared Hawk.
Yeah, that was
surprising upset.
That was very impressive. Very impressive the way he turned that all around. We talked about he looked like he was gassed at the end of the second, and he comes back in the third. He gets that offensive position, not only holds on to it, but eventually turns it into a fall. So 48-18 is how this one ends, with Newark getting the win over Hartley. So the Hartley Hawks wind up splitting here tonight after that fall on Caleb Jackson. So Newark, they wound up tying Olentangy Liberty, and then they beat Bishop Hartley.
I think we got one more.
Yeah, they're going to do
113 match. Cooper Rathburn versus Jabril Smith. We get to see Jabril Smith.
You get your wish here.
Here we go. They waste no time getting at it. Jockeying for position. This should be a good one. They were both able to beat Federini early on in the night. Rathburn giving him everything he can handle.
Yeah, the early returns are pretty good on this one, 23 seconds in. Looks like it's got some promise. Well, these guys, they both have a plan.
Yeah.
They both have quickness. And they're both smart and technical. You can see all that.
Very. They're thinkers in the ring. This might be the best matchup we had all night.
Yeah, you're right.
Equally as quick. Those two, man.
Yeah, I like this matchup between these two guys.
Jabril Smith seems to have just a slight of out of bounds. He had just a slight advantage. That was the first time I had seen anyone even have the slightest advantage.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to come in and get the takedown he was looking for right there.
Let's see if Rathburn can return a favor.
Well, this wrestling area is not big enough for these two guys.
The two smallest guys in the gym.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, they seem to be committed right now. They're committing. Let's see what's happening. Jockey, 13 seconds left in this first period.
Oh, Rathburn tried to sweep with the leg, and then I believe there was
in the eye.
Yeah. And the injury time will start running here as Jabril Smith takes that finger in the eye. Well, that's, it's unfortunate even to stop it for something like that. I mean, it's such a good bout. Yeah, but guess what? He's not going to be kept down for long, is he?
Not going to let you.
They're also checking out Rathburn over there and getting him taken care of. And the Newark coaches take advantage of this to have a quick word with Smith before the match resumes.
2 seconds to go, and we're back to the action.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the second here, and Rathburn says he'd like to start in the neutral position. Or no, I'm sorry. He's going to be in the offensive position. Old Smith starting to come free. Can he complete the reversal? He does.
Reversal.
Oh, now Rathburn has a chance to turn it right back around, and he does.
What a bout.
Yeah, this is fun to watch here. Rathburn's still trying to maintain his control.
Where he started and then reversed and then got back in control. So let's see if he can maintain.
A good job by Rathburn to catch Smith right in mid-move there. And he does it again. Well, the leg scissors is what's controlling Smith here.
Yeah.
That's why he's got the upper body moving. He can't get the lower body moving right now because of Rathburn's control.
I mean, he picked the right position because ever since he's been on top, he's been absolutely dominating. Smith is struggling with his lengthiness and his size.
He's trying to get some near fall points there. He hold him long enough to, yeah, he held him long enough to get 2. He wants a chance to add some more. Well, now they're going to put the 2 near fall points up, and Rathburn takes a 4-2 lead.
18 seconds to go in the second period.
Good control with the legs by Rathburn and saved them again.
Definitely. Excellent technique.
It's going to come down to the final 2 minutes. 2 points separate these guys. Well, Smith is going to take the defensive position. And he does this because if he can get a reversal, he will go ahead and tie this bout. See, now once you can't do it right off the whistle, Todd, and you let Rathburn get into this position, you're in trouble.
Wraps those legs around you. You're in those long legs. You're in real trouble, and that's how he pretty much controlled him the last time. He just wrapped his legs, and Rathburn knows that. He figured that out last time, and he's just wrapping those legs. But look at Smith. He has a little something, but grabbing him, and Rathburn's just as quick and just as lanky and just as slick, and he's just moving.
There'll be a desperation here, so can he hold him for this the rest of the period that's left? That's going to be interesting to watch because the desperation factor is going to kick in here. If it isn't already, it's going to be in about 5 seconds because they'll be halfway through the period. Oh, Rathburn kind of calming it down here a little bit as he tries to turn him over. Rathburn had himself in position where he couldn't get the near fall points because Smith was kind of laid back right on him.
Mm-hmm. Both showing excellent defense and excellent grappling skills on the ground. Rathburn is really, really dominating this fight from a grappling standpoint and a ground standpoint. He's been just completely outclassing him on the ground.
Yeah, he is controlling it right now, and there's under 10 seconds left.
And that's it. And it looks like Rathburn has pulled off what the semi-upset, I would say, as Smith looked like the most technically sound and best fighter we've seen.
Yeah, so that was a fun one to watch to end that. So the final in that one is 48-21. And that is pretty much going to put a wrap on it here, Todd. There's some JV that they'll wrestle here at the end, get some guys some work, but, all in all, good night of high school wrestling here at Bishop Hartley.
Excellent night. Excellent. I appreciate you having me.
Oh, you had me.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. No, good job. Good job. Good work. It was fun. And it was good to see some really good individual efforts out here by wrestlers of all three of these teams tonight. So it was a good time. And we've got coming up this weekend some high school hockey. Upper Arlington and Olentangy Orange, yes, coming up on Friday night. And Upper Arlington ranked 8th in the state, and Orange is ranked 10th in the state coming into that one. And then some more high school hockey for you coming up on Saturday. So lots of high school sports coming your way very soon here on Score on Air. For Todd McClendon, I'm Bob McElligott. Thanks for joining us tonight from Bishop Hartley High School for high school wrestling here on Score on Air.